Thank you so much. Thank you everyone for coming out to Open Mic Night on Wednesday. I am new to Tacoma, but that didn't stop someone from a couple of weeks ago saying that I looked like a Muppet. No offense, not even a specific one, so kind of bummed. You know, they meant in general. And no one wants to hear that. That feels bad, but in my defense, the DJ on stage had just said, "Now put your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care." So I said, so that one was on me. Someone said once I looked like a mad scientist, and I didn't know that was still a thing, but I guess it is. And to be honest with you, I overreacted. To be even more honest with you, I was more upset with myself because what this was a missed opportunity to say to a stranger, "Hey, you don't know me," and that's the dream. But what I actually said was something closer to, "Hey, can you even be a mad scientist if you dropped out of college twice? And your high school diploma's from South Carolina public school, so you basically have to be a fancy waiter for 14 years just to file for unemployment in the middle of a pandemic, and now we're packing it up and we're moving across the country just so that marijuana's not against the law anymore. And finally, Jesus can tell my family I'm good enough to get into heaven, all just so I can see my dog again? You idiot!" When I was a kid, we were always taught that you can't use a word in its own definition. You know, like a word can't describe itself, which is confusing because every single day in school my juice box says juicy juice. But it eventually did stick, and I'm gonna be honest, I wish that it hadn't, because now as a grown-up, other grown-ups say things to me that I don't know how to answer. The other day, this person says, "What is this, some kind of a fishy fish?" Well, okay, that means one of two things. Either you just meant to say, "Excuse me, good steward, would you care to say, does the fish today seem a little suspicious to you?" Because no one's going to answer that question, honestly. That's a terrible question, okay? Even if I use the proper terminology, I'm a terrible person, you're a terrible person. I'm so sorry, it says here it's a local grouper. That's a mild whitefish. I'm sure it was schooled nearby. I'm sure its references check out. Everything about this fish is above board, I promise you. You don't want to say that. That's a terrible conversation. The other thing you might be asking is, "Excuse me, would you say if the fish today tastes like fish?" And here's why that's confusing. It is fish, and therefore it should taste like fish. You don't ask that question about anything else. You wouldn't ask your server, "I beg your pardon, would you say if the chicken is particularly chickeny today? I don't really like chicken. Am I going to enjoy that?" No! That's what a crazy person says. I would take it a step further. If you ask your server, "Excuse me, kind steward, would you say if the fish today tastes like fish?" and they say, "No, tastes just like chicken." That is a fishy fish! Thank you, my name is Heath. Have a great night.